Today we got our second lightsaber release in the month of July. What did we get? Well, most of you guys know we got Plo Koon. So we're going to take a look at that one and compare it to the one it looks very similar to, the Luminara, next. So stick around. That's right, folks. We got our second release of the month. It's the first time that we've gotten back-to-back releases since last year when May the 4th happened, and we got the Dark Saber, the new Rey, we got the Leia saber, right? All of those coming after we got the Skywalker Legacy set. Well, this one here was announced at Celebration back at the end of last month, where they actually announced that they were going to release the Darth Sidious, which, as many of you guys know, released the very next day in Walt Disney World, but didn't show up until here just recently over at Disneyland. But they did release Plo Koon today in both parks, so it did show up at East and West Galaxy's Edge. Now, they look, it does look very, very similar to your Luminari, but there are some differences. And there's one way you can also tell the boxes apart. It's the first time that with the crate, and let me get you to a larger screen. It's the first time with one of the crates where they actually put a design on the crate to separate it. So the case actually has this design on the top showing that this one is different. This is the one, because they both have the same logo. So it's a very similar logo to the one that you see on the Anakin's lightsaber, as well as the Obi-Wan lightsaber, the episode 1 version. They have very similar logos on the front. So this is a way for you to be able to tell which one's which. And as you can see, I have not even opened this one yet. So when we open this up and look at it, it's going to be the first time I'm going to see it as well. So let's go ahead and grab a trusty little razor knife here, and let's open this thing up, see what it looks like. Now, I know based on the pictures and what many people have said, this saber looks just like Luminara. The only real difference between them is the pommel end and the blade color. So let's take a look and see if that is true. So push the button to open it up, and as we open the case, we can see that it looks very, very similar. So we'll go ahead and take this out so we can get a good look at it. A little stiff there. There we go. All right, so the case down there. We're going to look at these side by side, but we're going to look at them through the kyber cam. So here we are looking at the two of them side by side. Now, you got your Luminara Unduli version that they released back on May 4th on the top here, and you can see how it has the gold accents on the pommel end, the ring around it here, down here on this end. The Plo Koon version is all silver on the end, does not have the gold ring around here. But one thing that I am noticing is we do have the filled in lines. So inside these veins here, they are colored in, and there's a bluish tint. I don't know if you guys can see it real good. Let me kind of angle it up here. There's a bluish tint inside the veins here on the emitter end. You do not have that on the Luminara, so that's a big difference on how you can tell these two apart, is those three main differences. So you have the blue, the black, and then the non-gold on the pommel end. So they are basically brother and sister when you look at the design of these two sabers. Everything else, as you can see as I roll it around, pretty much looks the same. It's got the same notch, the same embossing here on it. Same on the backside here where your CoverTech wheels are at. And everything around is pretty well all the same. So let's see, the other big difference I believe is going to be the color of the blade. Now, it does look like that the battery compartments are in the same location, so they both have the same battery connection or compartment location down here on the pommel end of it, because this cap here unthreads as well. And if you wanted to see a better in-depth review on the Luminara, the video for that one is going to come up in the corner way up over there. So that's the way it looks. It also looks like it does have the same on and off switch as the Luminara. So I mean, they pretty much are twins of each other. So let's go ahead, and I've got batteries in both. We'll take the blade caps out, and let's go ahead and get some blades put in here, and I'll put you back on a full screen now. So I'm going to put blade in both of these so that we can look at them side by side comparison wise. So we've got the Luminara here, as you can see, with the gold on the bottom. We'll go ahead and turn it on. And we've got the green blade, as you can see. Very powerful. Put the hand behind it here so you can see the color. It's got a very, very nice, powerful sound to it. Got your flash. So very nice on the sound there for that one. Now, let's compare that to the new Plo Koon. So Plo Koon does have a blue blade on there. The sound is the same. It's using the same sound font. I mean, do that and it's almost in stereo. It's literally the same sound font on this one here. So I will say that both of these feel really nice in the hand. Let me turn the sound off there. They both feel really nice in the hand. They're light, so if you're somebody who wants to really get into spinning and doing some tricks with your sabers, with a Legacy saber, weight-wise, they're very comfortable. They have a nice ring area here for you to be able to, grab a hold of for your twists and spins on there. So, I mean, it feels really nice in the hand. I like the subtle differences that they made between the two. It really makes it to where you do have some differences to be able to really set the two of them apart and be able to tell. So if you've picked this one up, let me know what you think. Do you like the fact that it's the same style? I mean, do you like that at least that Disney kept it true? Because I mean, this is the way his looks from what I've seen in the animated series in the Clone Wars, and what little bit you see of him in the live action movies. Pretty much, when you see him in the council chambers, you do see him, in some of the battles, I believe on Geonosis, and then I don't remember for sure if you see during Order 66 with him or not. I honestly cannot remember that part to be for sure, but I really like the way they look. I like how they feel. And the subtle differences between the two. So let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it. Comment down below. Just interested to see what your feelings are on this. Do you think that Disney should have done something else other than releasing this one, being that they had already put out the Luminara? Do you think they should have just went with Plo Koon instead of Luminara? Just let me know some comments down below of what your feelings and thoughts are. So don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button that's down here in the corner. Help the channel out. I do appreciate it when you guys do that. Still trying to get to 1,000 subs, and each and every single subscriber does help us to be able to get to that. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. I do appreciate it. Don't forget our socials across the bottom of the screen. Make sure you check those out for the most up-to-date information as to when the videos are going to go live. So thanks again for joining me. I do appreciate it. And as always, may the Force be with you.